All right, welcome to episode, what are we on now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, something. Episode 4 of Talking Chit.
It's the next episode.
It's the next episode.
Talking Chit.
Next episode.
Yeah.
That's the number next.
We got Paul here in the house, owner of Tree Sound. We got Rush. Bada
RushDee.
beam, bada boom.
What's up?
And we're going to talk some chit today.
Yeah.
Talking chit, just talking. Talking chit, chit, what are they doing? You never really know, but I'm into it there.
Talking Chit.
So we just got done with an event here at Tree Sound for Grammy-U.
Yep.
Which,
Super great. Rush was on the panel.
Yeah.
For it was a group of students, and I think the discussion mostly centered around publishing
Yeah.
and keeping your business in order, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Being in
Etiquette,
the studio.
studio etiquette, business etiquette. We were just having a funny conversation a second ago with a couple of the kids you were talking to, where I just reminded them of, you were saying, ways not to approach people.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like don't do this.
Yeah.
And
Don't ask me for my phone number.
right, we just met,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Can I have your phone number?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know."
No.
Yeah. But I had a kid that was hit me and I'm trying to work stuff out, but doesn't have his business straight. Just kind of trying to learn. And I'm there to teach people as much as I can, right? But I might not be the right guy to explain to somebody, or I guess I am the right guy since I was doing it today. Hey man, if you want to be a songwriter, you should start by writing something.
Too right.
And if you don't play an instrument, you should start by working with some musicians or some DJs that can provide some music that you can then write to or sing to or whatever
Absolutely.
you want to do.
Yep.
But the point that you were making to the kids was like, be respectful of other people's time, and try and be respectful of where they are, what they're doing in their space, and and this kid was, I'm not saying he was being disrespectful in any way. He wasn't. I actually enjoyed my interaction texting with the kid and explaining to him, not the time to spend money on studio time, dude. Right? Save that money for when you move further down these other obstacles or things that you've got to accomplish, whatever you want to call them. Not obstacles, but steps. You count these steps. And anyway, as much as I enjoyed talking to the kid, I'm a busy guy.
And it's especially with like phone numbers too. Like I feel like it's so invasive too nowadays. Like, cause like I have people, I took my notifications off this week completely. I was like, messages out, everything out. I don't care. Everything out.
Wow, I did that like a couple of years ago. I had to do it for my own sanity.
Yeah. It's brutal. And it's like, I have notifications for you, my wife.
Right.
That's it. It's like, dude, like it's so invasive now. It's getting to a point. It's like ding, ding, ding. I'm like
Political messages. The people, for me, it's like lenders. We see you have equity. We want to loan you money.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Well, Rush, hearing you on the panel, like I had no idea because I've seen you here at Tree Sound, and it's like the thing, you just kind of walk into people and you just assume they're in the industry, they're doing something, they're cooking something, right? But I had no idea that you had so much going on too. Yeah.
I mean, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I feel like I never want to be the guy that walks into a room and I'm being braggadocious and there's somebody sitting next to me that's like, I may not know. And it's somebody like Paul and it's like, yo, he's talking about this, but like, yo, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So you really look like a jackass bragging about that. And I never want to be the guy that comes in a room that is talking about what he's doing and making people that's under or not, okay, bad choice of words. Someone that hasn't got where I am yet, I don't want to make them feel like they are less than because they haven't got there yet.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just like to just be myself, you know what I'm saying, and just meet good people like you. Ever since you and I cross paths, we always, good energy. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? What we doing? Yo, Rush, I like what you got on, man. I like what you got on. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah, but I appreciate you, for using your time to be in attendance
Absolutely.
and finding enough value, in me to even say what you just said, man. So thank you for that, man.
I mean, there was plenty of value. You guys were dropping just knowledge bombs left and right. It's I think it was a super valuable lesson for everyone that attended, and even those that that we may have a little bit more experience or have learned some of these things. There was still stuff that I was like, well, I never thought about that either.
Yeah. I felt the same way. I was like, I'm gonna have to talk to dude about that after the panel, because I mean, some of it's stuff like I kind of knew that, but I was like, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
That's some business I need to get on and take care of.
Yeah.
It was a great panel, I thought, especially for the youngsters.
So much stuff that slips away. Yeah. But yeah, I was super intrigued now, hearing everything that you do, because there's something that always crossed my path too, like in this industry in particular. It's like when someone asks you, like, what do you do?
You're like, man,
where do I even start?
Where do I start, man?
Do you really want to know? Because it's going to take us a couple hours.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, I feel this, I get the same exact feeling. And I think it's because all of us in this business have to do so many different things.
Yeah.
We can't be like you guys were teaching. You can't be just focused on the one thing. You got to at least have hands-on, at least experience, knowledge of all the aspects of the business that you're in, whether it's technical, whether it's writing, whether it's legal, whether it's where's my money, business side, whatever. We're kind of, I think, because this is such an independently, like natively independent, like you get into the music business on your own. Right? Nobody gets in it with backing, or almost nobody. And so you kind of have to be the one-man show, whatever, right? You got to make sure that you're on top of everything, or you get ripped off.
Fact.
Right? That was a part of the discussion today. If you're not on it, you're not on your split sheets, you're not on your legal stuff, you're not on your contracts. You're asking to get hurt.
Right.
It's going to happen.
Right.
And so, to your point, when somebody says, because this has happened to me all my life, what do you do for a living? I'm like, sure, I don't even know. So many things I don't even know, besides the plumbing and electrical work, fixing broken gear. I can go into that for a year, but yeah, man, we're as independent people, as music people, as independents, we're forced to do it, at least do or know of everything.
Yeah, and it's like that fine line of like, well, yes, I do handle business, but I'm also a creative. What do I tell people? I'm an entrepreneur? Am I a musician? I'm just an artist? Am I
You know what you tell them? You tell them whatever your elevator pitch calls for in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's like you get in the elevator with am I still in the frame right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You get in the elevator with Steven Spielberg, right? Probably should talk to him about TV and film stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get on the elevator with, Teddy Swims, right? You know what I'm saying? A random person gets in with Teddy Swims. Should probably talk about music. More specific.
Dude, how you like Studio 11?
Yeah.
He used to work here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would that's the further you're right.
Yeah. Whatever you
bring up, whatever is relative, right?
Yep.
Oh, but even to that point too, it's like you never know how you're gonna connect. So it's like I think it's important to be yourself, because like freaking you could probably start talking to Teddy Swims about Pokemon cards and he'll be all over it, And you just make a connection with someone via that, right? Yeah. Or like how we connected just through our style and like seeing each other's like how we're dressed up today, It's very different. So I guess my question now is like, what would be your like go-to elevator pitch? If you have one.
For who?
For who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say in the music industry.
Okay. Now my question becomes, is this an artist or is this a producer?
It's a good question.
Head of a label. Somebody's lawyer.
Yeah.
Where do you want to take it, Paul?
I guess I should put my phone on airplane mode. Just my leg is vibrating.
But let's say let's put it this way. I'm gonna frame it in a more maybe philosophical way, but let's say it's someone you maybe have an interest in working with, right?
Now, is it still an artist or?
Yeah, let's say it's an artist. Yeah.
Okay. So then my elevator pitch would be something like, okay, now it depends on what type of artist, right? Because if it's a hip hop artist, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I totally get
You
it.
gotta narrow the focus if you're gonna hit the target.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's why it's like such a difficult thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, and like I personally, I've been getting to the conclusion, well, it's like, what is it that I do? I make shit happen.
That's right. We check shit out. We talk shit. We spin shit. We got all kinds of shit.
I mean, like if you want to work, I'm there for it.
Yeah.
I want to work. I want to work too. I want to make shit happen. I want to make whatever it is. You want to make music? Let's make music. You want to make content? Let's make content. You want to talk business? Let's do business. You want to make guitars? Let's make guitars.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm personally, I just find it at the more years I spend in the industry, it's like, dude, I don't know. I'm just interested in every single aspect of it, and I want to grow in every single aspect of it too. And I want to talk to every single person that is doing it.
Yeah.
Too.
And I think,
Making it
you
happen.
make a great point that you made earlier today, which was walk into the room and see what the room needs.
Yeah.
What needs to be happening around here? What can I make happen?
Yeah, be ready to provide.
Right. And I'm kind of in a similar way, like sometimes making it happen, making shit happen means getting the right gear or the right person or whatever. Sometimes it means getting the right business in order.
Yep.
Sometimes it means, fixing the toilet,
Yeah.
making shit happen, or making shit go away.
In that case. Yeah. So if there was like, because we wear so many hats in this industry, if there's something that like you could just do for forever as an example, where you had to just like, okay, I can park these hats in the closet, I can just focus on this now for a couple of years. What would that thing be for you right now at this point in your life and career?
Probably me being an artist. And the reason why I say that is because I've worked with all of the artists that I want to work with and the producers, right? So it's like I'm in a space now where I just want to do things that are very intentional. And who else project to be intentional on than my own? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. It's like, it's cool. Like, you chasing this artist or that artist, like, that's cool. If someone wants to do that, that's cool. But me, I'm like, yo, I want to do my own project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So I'm actually working on two. Working on right now like a producer album, like a DJ Khaled type of thing.
Okay.
And then my own.
Like your own compositions, your own.
My own vocals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is the intention then with like that first one to have more collaborations and have other artists kind of like put their spin on things?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of value too, like because that's been going on since like Carlos Santana, like making just incredible music and then just collaborating with other people.
Oh yeah, you're thinking of the Supernatural album.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
It was fantastic.
It was.
And it was just like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, right? To collaborate between each other and make some magic happen.
Yeah, so dude, I didn't even know you were an artist.
Yeah, my
I've
bad.
always known you as like taking care of business. Every time
Till you see it
I
big.
run into you, it's always
Yeah.
working with other producers, working with artists.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you did that.
Yeah,
I
started
did.
wrong.
In fact, it wasn't until today that when you first mentioned that, I was like, damn.
Yeah, man. Me and Sir Charles, we was talking about how it's like sometimes we give excuses to certain people. And we had to think about it. Me and Sir Charles, we like, yo, we operating in like our second and third passion. And look at what the fuck we doing. Can I cuss on here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Like, yo, look,
Can't
like,
fucking say that.
How fucking dare you, man?
right. So it's like, look at the shit that we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it ain't too many excuses for other people.
Right.
Yeah. But
But so what's bringing you back to that first passion? What is there something that just like made you go, all right, man, I got to get back to it.
it took all those years for me to say everything is alive. I'm ready.
Timing.
Yeah, I know the business. You know, I'm more seasoned as far as like, just understanding the music side of things in general. You can't just be a good rapper or a good singer. You have to be a good recording artist as well. Like the Migos, for example. It wasn't like the most lyrical and, you know what I'm saying? But the way that they deliver it.
Energy.
Did you work with them?
Migos, I got one song. I got a song. No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, when they were young, they used to work with my buddy Billy Hugh.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I remember either meeting them or hanging out with them years ago.
I shot a video
Yeah.
with them for them, but I don't think no production. Was that? No.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting too. So you shoot videos as well.
So I used to. Well, it was no. Let me take that back. I was doing creative direction.
Okay.
Yeah, and I became somebody that directors would call like, "Yo, Rush, we need a concept." So I would just get all of the unreleased music because they're like, "Yo, I got this right now. Like, I need a treatment for it."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't shoot, but just the creative side of it, is what I was doing.
Yeah, just you're a person that has vision.
You create those treatments just from listening to the music and kind of figuring out what you thought would fit the song visually.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep. I enjoyed it. A lot of some of my favorite artists, I've done things for them on the TV film side of things, and we still haven't worked on the music side of things. So that's why I was telling you, like, yo, networking is so important. Very.
Absolutely. And to your point too, even earlier, just being yourself too. Because it's like you can spot a mile away someone that's just like being fake or is like trying to be in a position where they're like, oh, I can use these people and stuff, Yeah. It's like
I'm not good at spotting them a mile away, but I tend to notice within a few minutes, man, I'm feeling kind of like this person is making me tired trying to talk to them. And like it's like rubbing on me the wrong way. I don't even know why. I just feel like I gotta go. So I think a lot of it, it's the vibe, dude. I mean, how often has that been said in a writing session or a tracking session or whatever? It's like we caught the vibe and then bam, all the shit happened. All this good shit happened. And the opposite is true. The bad vibe can stop everything in its tracks.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether it's a conversation, a writing session, right? Just meeting somebody that you just met the first time at a party, whatever it is, man. It's that initial vibe. It's the ongoing vibe. Unspoken, almost always, right? But humans are very sensitive, man. I mean, and humans in the music business are hypersensitive.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's on top of it, like Jesse, when you're thinking like in terms of creativity too, right? Like we put so much like emotional power into what we're doing. And ego comes into play too, because you're attached to that something that's come out of you. So it's like, it's one, and I'm curious to ask you too, even in all the years that you've been working in this industry, it's like, how has the ego affected your decisions throughout the years?
My own ego?
Yeah.
How has it helped me, you said?
Because like since I've met you, I see you're like a super humble dude, and you've just been super open and super welcoming and very, accepting and all this stuff. But I think not everyone is like that. I think you got to reach a point of emotional maturity or emotional connection with yourself to reach that point, right? And especially music, like when you're creating your own things, sometimes you think you're on top of the world and stuff like that. Or again, like we talk, you get a placement or you get nominated for something or you get accolades or, you just get thousands of followers or whatever, it can get to your head. But you never came across like that to me.
Yeah, just because, I know it takes a lot more than just one record. You know what I'm saying? Not where I envision myself going. It's going to take a lot more than just one record. Yeah. So, it's kind of why I just move the way I move on. Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
On the more serious level, I would say. It's probably been about 12, 13 years. Yeah. Let me see.
Long enough?
Yeah.
Long enough to get a feel for it, for sure, man.
Yeah, about 12, 13 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see yourself just continuing down this path for the rest of your life too?
Yeah, because me and my brother, we would always ask each other this question. We would say like, yo, if you had $100 million, would you keep doing music? He always says no. And I always say, yes, I would just do it.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, Jimmy Iovine ain't stopping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, I would just do it on a bigger scale. That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I think about like quitting, like, oh, I'm going to quit. I'm going to do something else. And then I think, oh, what if I got some great job that would pay me $100 million, whatever it is. Now I'm making all this money, or I get a hit song and I got all this money in the bank. I don't have to work anymore.
Yep.
And just get rid of Tree Sound and get rid of Sell Everything. And then I'm like, then I would be paying somebody to get into a studio.
Yeah.
Because that's what I really want to do.
Yeah.
I just want to be in a studio. I just want to work on shit. And I just want to hit record, So I would pay money to do what my job is, essentially. Yeah. Not some of it, but, for the most part, this is what I want.
You might grab me one of those waters.
Oh, dude, absolutely, man.
So yeah, that's a good indicator. Would you do this if you didn't have to?
Yeah.
And if you had all the money that you needed, you have to worry about paying the bills. What would you do?
$1 million.
Do this.
Still do it.
Just with more gear.
Just more gear. I have more microphones.
Yep,
man.
more microphones.
I think if
bigger
I
speakers.
had $100 million, I'd have $50 million worth of more microphones.
Absolutely. Just park some for freaking property taxes, but then the rest is going into gear.
No, I mean, that would be I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, that if I made a whole bunch of money, I would just spend it on all the same stupid shit.
Yeah. I can see you buying a Sprinter van and just going up to Sweetwater or something and just packing it up.
Oh, I need a bigger van than that.
Buy a semi. Like, what's his name? Bad Bunny.
Right.
Bad Bunny goes around touring with it. He has a custom semi truck, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of badass, dude.
Oh, shit.
He's got the rig, dude, with like flames, and it's like, dude, that's kind of a power move. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, speaking of gear, obviously you work at a Tree Sound and stuff like that. I'm assuming you've worked out of many studios throughout your career and stuff like that. What other places have you worked out of, and then what makes like Tree Sound special to you?
I worked out of a lot of places, like maybe too many to name. But what I can say for sure is that Tree Sound feels like home to me. It's like we in here right now, it's late. It doesn't feel late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times when and me and Sir Charles, we talked about this a lot, where it's like, sometimes I come in here and I'm just like, I don't care what time it is. I'm chill. I'm relaxing. Like, I don't feel anxious to leave. I feel like I just want to stay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll say like the hospitality here at Tree Sound is like, it's very welcoming. It really feels like more of a breath of fresh air than anything.
Yeah.
No pun intended, Tree Sound.
Yeah. Hey, we make oxygen.
Yeah. Yeah.
trees and carbon
Yeah, not for the
dioxide.
trees. So we heat the carbon dioxide.
No, sorry, monoxide.
We make the oxygen.
Yeah. So I love it. I love working here versus anywhere else. Like, you know, I think other places, not to say that things are informal here in a bad way.
They kind of are
It's
pretty informal. Sometimes a little more informal than I would like. I'm not going to lie. But it's kind of part of the vibe of being at home, right?
yeah.
Like, shit pisses me off, but I can't get too bent about it because I'm like, it's almost like I can't get that mad at my own kids. I do sometimes, you know, you get mad at your kids, you have kids.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, and then you're like, I love my kids.
Yeah.
It's kind of like more like that vibe, even though, you know, yeah, could be.
Yeah, and to your point, it's like almost like peace being here.
No, seriously.
Like the
Like, we know right now, nobody's coming through these doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's safe. It's like, I know that I can be somewhere here in this building and I can just kick back and I can relax. I don't have to worry about like the wrong person coming through here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel since I started coming here too, it's like what you were saying. I never feel anxious to leave.
Right.
But it's like when I go to the outside world with all the shit that's going out and all this shit, it's like the anxiety creeps back. It's like throughout the week, I'm like, gotta teach, I gotta do all this stuff. And it's like, oh my God, people are texting me, I gotta get back to them, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, Thursdays are, it's my sacred moment now.
It's Church of Sound days.
Yeah.
Treat Church of Sound.
It's pretty fascinating.
Man, we that has always been the intention that was put in a Tree Sound from the beginning. It's why I didn't decide to take jobs at other studios that I was offered jobs at, and they wanted me to cut my hair. Crazy as that sounds, right? But it was really like, it was the vibe. At the end of it, I was like, yeah, that place is cool. They got really nice gear, and I'm not really feeling the vibe. And even there was a handful of places in the country that I visited. Sunset Sound, the record plant in Sausalito, a couple of places like that. I can remember that I felt the vibe, like, oh,
Rancho.
there's a vibe. Had never visited Rancho. This I'm talking back.
Back in the day.
Back in the
Yeah.
early '90s.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to figure out. I was trying to get a job. Is what I was trying to do as an engineer. But I'm kind of sensitive, I guess. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm a little hypersensitive sometimes. And I was kind of picking up on these vibes at all these different famous studios that I visited. And often it was like not the vibe I wanted.
Yeah.
Best way I could describe it. I didn't feel comfortable. I felt like, we're a little either too sterile or too, heady. Like, some places were like, we're smarter than the musicians. They don't know what they're doing. It's just weird. And when I finally came back to Atlanta, I was like, I'm going to have to start my own place just to have that vibe. And that was kind of the basis of Tree Sound, was to have the vibe.
There was a word you just mentioned there, especially in commercial studios, sterile.
Oh, yeah.
They feel like just labs.
Yeah. I complain about how dirty my place is, but at least it ain't sterile.
No, but it is something like, when you get into like all these, when you pour in thousands of dollars into something, like everything has to have like a specific look or a color palette or how it is with creative vision and branding and all this stuff too. But then it could also, like, if you hyper focus on that, it can just make it super just like that, sterile. Like when you go into the control room or the live room in A, it's like you have every tone wood imaginable that just makes, like, as a guitarist and someone that appreciates tone woods and stuff, it's like
Geek Fest when we were doing that. It was like we were like, let's pick all the guitar woods. We're such geeks. So when we were building the back wall diffuser in A, we were picking guitar woods.
it's just amazing.
Weird as that sounds.
So let me ask you, Rush.
Yeah.
If there was a piece of gear that you can't live without, what would it be other than your laptop? Which I feel like that's everyone nowadays.
Yeah, what would it be? A piece of gear.
That's an impossible to answer question.
Yeah. That's why I asked it.
A piece of gear. Like one.
Man. Oh,
Well, maybe you can do two since, music is stereo for the most part.
One for each ear. Piece for each ear.
oh,
Or I could reframe the question too in the sense of like, what's some piece of gear that, that you've been using lately in every session or something like that?
Oh, like go-to pieces of gear.
Yeah.
Just those.
I have to think about that. I mean, I have to think about that for a while.
What would be one of yours, Paul?
I'm not necessarily me personally, but like every room in Tree Sound, U87, 1073 Neve, CL1B.
Yeah.
And then, you can opt out, choices on compressors and microphones, but typically, fancy mic, Neve mic pre, CL1B,
Yeah.
or LA2A, or something similar. But that's kind of like the ongoing signal chain
Yeah.
for almost, think about it, dude, almost every session that happens here, right? You see that shit every day when we're in here. That's kind of, unless somebody wants a different mic, it's usually U87, 1073 Neve, and CO1B.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great signal chain. It's not for everything, but it's certainly a kind of a standard.
Yeah. It's kind of like the 1176 LA2A combo of vocals,
Yeah.
Or like, everyone kind of approaches that technique now where you have a fast compressor and a slow one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I would probably pick a mic too. Because like I was thinking at first, like maybe like whatever, I don't care. Give me just like a MIDI keyboard because then I can like kind of create anything with a MIDI keyboard.
Right.
But then I was like, I don't know. I think maybe a mic, just one mic.
Just one mic.
I'd maybe do, but it would be something like that, like an 87.
It would probably, I was going to say, I might still default to the U87, man. It's such a versatile mic. But mics are so different.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, it's like saying, well, which one of your children do you want?
Yeah, but
I'm just going to take the U87 child and the rest are going to die.
And I think it
save
goes,
all the children.
yeah, I think it goes in stages.
They all have a sauce.
Yeah, and it goes in stages through life, right? Like, you were talking about right now how you're more focused maybe on artistry and developing your own self with your music. And I'm kind of on a similar path too, where it's like, I just need a microphone. I can really make music with any instrument, and focus on like making a song great. Let me just make a song that's great. Like, I don't care about the production tricks, the gear or anything. Like, spend the rest of my life doing that. Freaking hey, Frank Sinatra did it. They would just put him, he would be the closest thing to the mic, and then the band was around him.
That's how everything was.
Yeah.
Omnidirectional mic.
Exactly.
With the band around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've made a couple of records like that, mono. And shockingly, mono is extremely stereo sounding when you put it in two speakers.
Yeah.
You really can hear people almost in a circle around an omnidirectional mic, even in mono. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
It's pretty fascinating. I see you there still cooking, trying to come up with something.
yeah, just because it's like everything plays such a different role.
Yeah.
It's like, it's hard to like pinpoint to one.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What was like, did you have anything growing up that you were like, that's a piece of gear that I want to try one day? And like a holy grail?
Man, they had these one workstations called the Miko. Or was it Nico? It was one of them, but it was made by like Timbaland.
Okay.
I wanted one of those so bad. It was like $3,000.
Did you ever get to try it?
No. It's never too late.
Yeah, it was like yeah.
Do they still make them, or was it like
What was it?
limited
Was this like a
edition
drum machine or a keyboard? Or
No, it was like it was a workstation.
a workstation.
So it was like a keyboard, but I think they had like a screen on it that lifts up and you can
Right. It had pads and shit on it.
yeah.
kind of like those Korg Oasis or like the I forget what they're called. There's massive just keyboard workstation thingies. It's wild. Is there kind of segueing off the gear and stuff like that? Is there any like you talked about some of the artists that inspired you and the East Coast music on the panel and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything nowadays that keeps you inspired? That is like recent that you don't have to maybe tap into nostalgia and stuff like that.
I feel like giving up music every single day. But I have to remind myself that the voice that I hear that's telling me to give up doesn't belong to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give up. Right? So staying like grounded and in the vision of it all is like what really keeps me going. It's just knowing like, yo, no matter how many thoughts I have per day, it's like, yo, you know, you could just sit home and chill and relax. Like, now that voice doesn't belong to me. So, and I think that's something that a lot of people kind of like battle with. And instead of like recognizing that voice doesn't belong to you, I think people really internalize it. And they start believing it their own self. Because like how many people have we seen that are like really talented or really skilled and they go through like, oh, I quit for a while. Like,
Right.
what did you have to quit for? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of those people they quit because they didn't realize that voice doesn't belong to them. Some of them quit because that voice was just so loud and they just believed it.
Yeah.
You know, so I just have to remind myself like, no, that don't belong to me. And that's really like one of my biggest motivations is like, yo, just don't forget like what you want to do. Don't forget like why you started. Don't forget, the who you do it for. All of those different things. Yeah.
What made you start it? Were you inspired by something?
Start music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny story. So I was like 14 and one of my homeboys, because I'm from a very small city, Saginaw, Michigan. But he's like, man, we can be rappers. I'm like, man, we can't be no rappers. He's like, my big brother said we can be like Snoop Dogg one day. And I'm like, Snoop Dogg? Man, we can't be like no fucking Snoop Dogg. What are you talking about? He's like, well, you can, but I can. I'm like, oh. Well, nah, me too.
Right. If you can do it.
When I tell you that was like the start of, that was my single step, that turned into a long journey. It was like, that was it. That right there was like the single step. It was like, well, nah, you ain't finna do this without me. Like, nah, if you, are you like calling me out? Well, you ain't gonna be big as Snoop Dogg, but I am. Nah, me too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how a little adversity can push you to like some crazy limits too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a similar situation. I grew up in Spain and
Okay.
I was probably 16 or 17 and playing this show and like, my high school and freaking friends were there. I mean, it's like 300 people in this hippie venue, whatever. And then this freaking kid, he had to be like 18 or 19. Like everybody knew
So
that
he was older than you?
Yeah, he was older than me. And everybody knew like I was moving to the States. I was moving back to the States. So I was like, fuck Spain. I love Spain. And I want to move there again.
Yeah, northern Spain. At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we come.
But back in the day, I was just like, dude, I'm never going to make it in the music industry if I stay here in Spain. Like, I got to go to the States. That's where shit has happened.
That's probably true.
Yeah, and everybody knew. So like this kid is like just I guess he was just jealous, that's like, this
Right.
band, we packed this house out, whatever, blah, blah. And it was the same thing. He's like, dude, I don't even know why you're trying. There is no money in music. You're never gonna make money in music. I'm like, all
There's
right.
always haters.
Yeah. 14 years later, I'm still
Man,
doing it.
You know what I've been hearing for the last, I don't know, let's call it 30 years of the last 38 years that I've been in business. Man, there's no way you're going to survive as a studio. You're going to go out of business.
Sure.
People tell me that every year. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yet here I am. I don't know how. But there's always somebody who's like, that's not even possible. And I'm like, okay, says the person who's never done nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, well,
Impossible for you.
impossible for you, maybe not for me, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think that's like a real common pitfall is that, man, there's always haters. There's always people telling you you're crazy or stupid or it's impossible. That's never going to stop.
Yeah.
There's always going to be somebody saying that, man. Where, just don't listen to them.
Yeah. To your point, it's like,
Because how many of those people that are saying that shit are fucking successful?
yeah.
Almost none of them that I've ever heard saying it. Most successful people I know are positive.
Yeah. And
And like, hey,
encouraging.
man, encouraging, like,
Yeah.
go for it, bro. I did it. You could do it.
Yeah. So talking about it, do
That's
it.
right. The people telling you it's impossible, the people who gave up, they already gave up, man. Don't listen to them. They already threw in the towel.
Yeah, it is like to your point, like it's a matter of, and I think one of the panelists said this today too, like it's a matter of time when it happens. If you keep doing it, it will happen.
Hopefully.
Keep doing it, bro.
That's what I keep telling myself when I get up in the morning, bro. I keep doing it, it'll happen.
Yeah. Do you find inspiration outside of the music industry too? And obviously, we talked about childhood things and stuff like that, but other types of art and stuff like that. Because it got my curiosity when you were talking about creating this vision for artists and helping them film stuff. Like as artists, I feel from the conversation that you're someone that's like has a lot of vision too for any field, really.
Yeah. Let me come back to that one too. You got some great questions.
I know. It's the youngsters have the good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably because I didn't take my beverage today.
Oh, you're not on your medication. You forgot your medication again. All right. All right. I'll note that. Make a note of that.
A couple of times, you take the little beverage and then I'm like, where are we? What are we doing? What are we doing on this couch here?
Who are we? Why are we here? These are all the questions that all of humanity has.
Yeah, and I
Who
think
are we? Why are we here? What are we doing?
I'm just I'm lucky that my wife, she hits me with really good questions all the time that it's like I think it's good to have people in your life that make you think not only about what the world is, but like make you think too in a more introspective way as well.
Mm-hmm.
And just like realizing like, well, the world is whatever you want it to be at the end of the day.
One thing is for certain for all of us that are conscious, your world is what you perceive in your consciousness, and it'll never be anything else. So you can look at it however you choose to look at it. But it is your conscious experience that I think not only is what you perceive and experience, but your consciousness is what shapes your reality. So the way you perceive what's around you and the way your conscious mind interacts with it literally shapes the reality that you live in.
Absolutely.
And clearly at a molecular level, if you look at tiny things, the observation of tiny things changes them. So we know scientifically that our very observation of a thing, when I look at a thing, it has an effect on it. When I look at you, or when I talk to you, or when I speak words to you, those vibrations and those thoughts that I have in my mind have a very real effect on both of you who are in the room with me. And so if I choose to ignore that, right, and think, okay, well, it's all just happening to me and I have no control of it, that's not true. All of us have control over how we perceive what's happening. And all of us, with our consciousness, have a power to shape our reality.
Absolutely. You're getting into some quantum physics right there.
Some quantum physics there,
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna need to have another drink for that. You smoke something.
It's like perspective too. It's like perspective is so interesting to me because
is all of us only have our own perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't have your perspective. You can't have my perspective. It's just not even. Well, maybe it's possible in some realm that I don't know about yet. But in this one, it's just my consciousness is the only thing I got any control of. My perception and how I approach or deal with what I'm exposed to, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like in terms of perspective, like someone that is not organized could be viewed as someone that is not necessarily, that maybe that it's a lazy person if they lack organization, right?
Right.
But then you have the perspective, if you look outside, you can have the counter argument that like people that organize are just too lazy to want to find things.
Yep. Right. No, I totally love going, where's my goddamn tape measure? It's my favorite thing in the world.
Right? It's like the same thing.
Crazy, bro. Where's my screwdriver? Where's my tape measure? It's like, I don't know how many tape measures or screwdrivers exist in this building, but there's a lot more than any one person should ever need. Somehow, when I need one or the other of those, they cease to exist.
Yep.
I can't explain that. That's one of those parts of reality I'm going to have to work on. My damn tape measure.
Yeah, one of the things for me over the years too, like it's been, kind of like being in the live world, being in studio too, just kind of like being everywhere, kind of like tried to implement certain systems too to keep me organized as well, because we're doing always so much that it's like it can be pure chaos, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing I've started like really recently since I've been coming to Tree Sound and stuff like that is like kind of letting go sometimes of those systems when you're in a creative space. Because it's like,
I'm not rubbing off on you because it's chaos.
No, but because of the chaos, is trying to find systems that work within the chaos.
Yeah.
And being able to adapt quickly and being able to improvise. Like I've spent thousands of hours as a musician practicing my instrument. So like I can be thrown in whatever genre, I can be thrown in whatever scenario. And I know I'm going to deliver with confidence.
You have a framework.
Yeah, something that I'm proud of. If the artist that I'm working for, or the producer that I'm working for, they don't like it, it's subjective, but I'm still proud and it's not going to hurt my ego. And I'm like, okay, well, let's try something else. Take 2, take 3, 30 takes, whatever you need, we'll make it happen. Right. But like when it comes to other aspects of my life, I haven't been as free flowing with it, and it's like, I got to do it this way. I got to do it that way to get that. I got to. And there's something beautiful about being able to adapt and just kind of be in flow with what's happening around you, being in the moment.
That's a very good philosophical and musical point. Like, if you could live your life as if you were an improvisational jazz musician, as long as you're staying in the framework, nothing's ever wrong. And it's like, I'm going with it. I'm in the flow, and whatever happens is going to happen, and I'm going to be cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to be somewhere in it without really having to have control of it necessarily.
Yeah.
I think that would like be an argument for one of the biggest differences between improv jazz and some sort of structured pop song. Pop song's exactly the same every time. The jazz song is, well, let's see what it's going to be like today. Right?
Yeah,
So
that's
life is more like, let's see what it's going to be like today.
Yeah.
Because none of us really know what tomorrow is. So if you try and make tomorrow like a pop song, you might be disappointed.
Yeah,
It may not fit the framework.
you can't really. You can predict outcomes, but you can't control them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you play jazz, then you just fucking play whatever happens.
Yeah, one of my favorite artists of all time is this piano player from Japan called Hiromi Uehara.
You know that Luis from Mojitos just did the show with her here. Did you know that?
He did the show?
Yeah, dude, I had to be out of town, but we just did the Hiromi show at the Gwinnett thing. Luis did from Mojitos, and it was a smash. It was great. I can't believe that you're like into her. Holy crap.
I saw her coming too, but I was like out of town playing a gig
You
too.
called me. I hooked you up because I was out of town too. Because that's why I missed it. But we were going to try and do the after party here and all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
So good to make the point.
Yeah. But I heard from her actually with Rick when Rick was interviewing her.
Rick Beata?
Yeah.
Yay.
He was asking like, how do you put together a set list for like when you're going to go out on a tour? She was like, oh, we just talk about it before the show.
What do you feel like doing? All right, let's do this.
Right.
That's the best.
And it's crazy.
That's probably why she's such a beast.
Yeah. But it's like that's now you have these two schools, right? Where in modern productions, there's a lot of technology involved between like light shows being programmed.
Yeah, everything's on a clock.
Everything's on a click. Like you have this automation going on, kind of the same way like the sessions are, right? And you have this pressure too, because at the end of the day, it is a business. Absolutely. Go get that coffee in, brother.
Oh no, yeah, I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
I would be like hacking.
I don't got a cough. I just got to take a piss.
Should we hit a pause here?
Let's finish the heroic.
Yeah.
Because that's just crazy connection as fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
what?
But it is like I think about that, like, you know, artists like, you know, as an example, like a Taylor Swift, where there's like so many millions of dollars invested and like the show has to happen. And like there's all these backup plans for all this other stuff. And then I think of someone like Hiromi, which still has like she's playing like, what is it, the Gwinnett Arena?
Bro, she was playing at I swear to God, correct me if I'm wrong, Luis from Mojitos, my brother. I think she played maybe at the steak restaurant they have in Norcross.
Get out of town.
I don't know if that's, maybe I'm just tripping, but I swear I feel like Luis and her did some small shows, and I don't know why. I think one of them was The Crossings, which is their steak restaurant in Norcross, and then they did the bigger show at Gwinnett.
That's crazy.
And then we have to edit because I'm going to pee.
Yeah, same.
You know what?
First, second passion. Like first we started doing this, and then we got
I think
So hi, brother.
Perfect. We're going to be done very quick.
Yeah, we're just rapping.
I think the fact that we just had that amazing conversation and where we kind of left off was like the different things that we all do. I think we could kind of segue into like relationship. I want to write a book, right? Because my company is BeGenius. I want to write a book called How to Love a Genius. And the book is more so for the partners of people that are like entrepreneurs, right? Because sometimes just because you're an entrepreneur doesn't mean that your partner is. So your partner may not understand your language sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here saying I think we should segue into it.
Oh,
As
I'm
if
here
we're not
for it.
already.
Because
We've
just
segued.
did it. Yeah.
Segged.
it's
Yeah, we
funny.
segged.
It's funny always how the most interesting conversations happen off camera.
Yeah.
But we have the audio. But we got all the audio.
Yeah.
So at least we got.
Oh.
At least we have nuggets.
We do have in the room my wife Britt and Sarah too. But yeah, that's an interesting point because there's one thing that I've realized too. throughout my relationship too. And even though, you know, I don't see myself as anyone other than myself, you know, and I'm so grateful that I can be in a relationship with someone that just accepts me for who I am. And I never have to hide any aspect of myself. And I have that safety. It
Sounds like a winner to me. What do you mean?
yeah.
It's a winner.
But something I've learned is that
chicken dinner.
Right.
it's also my responsibility to make them understand me too.
Right.
To figure out a way to communicate how to understand me, to figure out a way to articulate, you know, in a soft way, in a peaceful way, that this is who I am. This is how I operate, and because a lot of the times too, and I fault myself too from relationships in the past, and not even sentimental, but like friendships too, is like I've never communicated how I felt, you know, and then people just assume. And then that's when you start building like these like toxicities and like these dynamics between people that just like, it's kind of, I mean, related it to music, right? It's like, I'm sure you've worked with those artists where they're like, I don't like it. Why? Why?
Yeah.
And they're just like, I just don't like it. And it's like, well, if we can't have a conversation and you're just going to shut down like that, like we're not going to make a great record here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that also goes back to what you were talking about earlier today of transparency. When you're writing or when you're working on a song, day of, let's be transparent. Let's get our splits settled right now, so it's not business later. And let's be clear on what we all think we each deserve, and then sign off and be like, we're done. It's just being able to communicate. And I think that same thing happens outside of the business, like you were just saying, when you're working on a song, just to not be able to articulate what you really feel isn't a good working relationship.
Right.
Whether it's your wife or whether it's a producer working on a song, you have to be able to be open and honest about how you're feeling and what's going through your head, you know, for better or for worse, as they say in the marriage thing. I forgot to say that when I married y'all. She said that shit. I'm saying it now, y'all. Better or for worse. All right.
We heard it. Yeah.
Hey man, write that book.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm still on a journey of learning, and so I want to hold myself accountable for having the information the best to my ability before I give it out. Like I have some of the information, but I want to be more confident in the information. So it's like, you know how it's like you can say something there, or like let's even look at like a sin. A sin, it's a sin once you know it's a sin and you still do it. Right? So if I have information, but I know that I could have more. So I don't want to put it out until I know that I have, you know what I'm saying, the most information. And I haven't been married yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how qualified am I yet to write a book like that?
I think you are. Just the fact that you've lived your life the way you live your life will add perspective to anybody else's life. Because I think that's how we learn as humans, you know, by experiencing life through different lenses. Because we can be so self-absorbed, and it's obviously important to have that inner work done on yourself. And like Sarah was talking about, the spirituality and having faith in yourself.
Yeah.
But it's also really nice to see life through a different lens.
Yeah.
And it can give you perspective and open up your mind, you know? And the fact that nobody has the answers to anything, you know, it's kind of like in the music world, going back to it because this is technically a music podcast about whatever, but it is like, you know, it doesn't matter how much we read on the internet, how much we see on YouTube, like we learn through trial and error in the studio.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Turn his camera.
Ego wants us to know everything first, but you have value in your experience now. And the life you've lived up to this point can touch a lot of lives. You don't have to have it figured out yet. Yeah.
Thank you. That's I received that.
Thank you.
No, because that makes sense. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a person, I always say, I don't mind being wrong today if it means I'm going to be right tomorrow. That's kind of like that's the Leo. Yeah. I love being right. So it's like, yo, I'm going to be wrong today because I can be right tomorrow. But no, that I appreciate that. That makes sense. Even like if I equate it to like music, I remember at a time I didn't want to get like interns, right? Because I'm like, oh man, because if I'm not able to pay you yet, like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And somebody told me, that's like, yo, Rush, do you know how many people you are stopping from simply living their dream because you saying that you want to make sure that you can pay them? Like, yo, they just want the experience. They don't even need the money from you. They just want to be in the room, feel the energy so they can go somewhere else and make the money. And that changed my whole perspective on it. And what you just said gave me that same exact feeling of like, oh, you know what? Because we are all living different lives.
Yeah.
And I could be stopping someone. It could be someone that's already married right now. But I may say something to them that gives them more or a different perspective and they married. So no, I received that. I ain't just saying it because you're right here. That really just like, yeah, I'm gonna take that with me. That's
why I married her. My business partner likes to call him aha moments. And it's funny because like he's been one of my students for years and I teach him how to play guitar and he's like, Louis, holy shit, it finally clicked, bro. Like pentatonic skills are everywhere. Like, what the hell? You know? And it's interesting. Like when having the right person, and it can be a relationship, it can be just a friend, it could be a mentor, that makes you think like from a different perspective, that it opens up your mind and it like kind of almost like just destroys that ego. And it's like, dude, it goes back to what you were saying earlier off camera, like the human capacity that we have to be whoever we want. And I'm blanking out now on the word potential.
Oh yeah.
Potential.
Yeah, potential is infinite.
Yeah. Man, I mean, I was an intern and I still remember we were talking earlier about the vibe and carrying the vibe forward.
Mm-hmm.
The good vibe that I got when I was trying to be an intern and looking for a job out of college, you know, sleeping in the truck kind of deal, like any job, just I want to be in a studio. That the vibe that I got from those people who allowed me to be an intern, basically, I was like you were saying, I was dying to be there for free. I would pay money if I had it and wasn't sleeping in my friggin' truck. Often was sleeping in my truck in the parking lot of the studio just so I could intern in the studio. And I was so grateful to those people who allowed me to come in. That's been kind of since then the basis of Tree Sound. And for me it was like, here's people giving me a chance that none of the corporate studios were saying, yeah, dude, camp in the parking lot, bro. Everything's cool. No, they weren't letting me do that. They were, you know, and probably in a lot of ways they couldn't because of their corporate infrastructure or background being bigger commercial studios. But it was that feeling of being welcome, that feeling of I have an opportunity here, even though I'm sleeping in the truck. Right? That's what kind of started this.
Yeah. And it's interesting how it ties into like some of the advice you gave today on the panel about just like, I wish I would have started networking sooner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's building those relationships at the end of the day, like
man, yeah, I still have relationships that are, 40 years old from people who I talked to and asked for help and asked for advice from when I was a kid. And they were willing to talk to me, and I've known them ever since.
Yeah. And even to more things that were discussed in the panel today, it's like, don't be afraid to talk business. Don't be afraid to talk about money. In a sense,
Especially if you're doing it in good faith.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and like so many people kind of like feel, you know, maybe judged by like asking questions.
Yeah.
And I think I there's never a dumb question. Unless you don't know what your name is or something like that, you know? It's just like I'm not putting on my underwear.
Man, I just had this crazy like perspective listening to the panel and what you were just saying. When I was young, contracts made me nervous. And when somebody would have paperwork, I'd be like, oh shit, I need to get a lawyer. Or like, you know, it would just be like this thing. Like it would be like, it would scare me away in a way, in a sense. I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I got to read that shit. And now, as soon as somebody gives me a contract, I feel comforted.
Right.
I feel exactly the opposite. I'm like, oh, thank God, a contract.
Oh, it's official.
Now I have something I can fucking read and see what's in it.
Yeah.
But it's so weird how when I was younger, I was afraid of those things. And now I wish everybody had one.
Yeah.
Right? Knowing what we know now is being through the business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you got to have it in writing.
Yeah.
You want to be transparent about it up front. And how nice is a contract when you have a hit song?
Right.
And one of the things that didn't get said today, but I was thinking about it, was no one gives a shit about the paperwork until it's a hit song.
Okay.
Facts.
Oh yeah, we're all vibing. Yeah, I love this song. Oh, it's gonna be giant. Oh, Beyonce's gonna do it. Whatever the hell it is, right? Yeah, everybody's like, yay, yay, yay. And then nobody signs shit. Now Beyonce wants the song. Everybody's fighting over it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, man. Why am I only getting so?
Yeah.
So if you
I ain't doing shit for
get
5%.
that business out of the
I ain't doing
way,
it for 10. Well, I ain't doing it for
no, but
2.
think of the emotional and mental stress that you get out of the way in advance by getting your paperwork done before anybody even knows it's a song. And then if it does become a hit song, we all already agreed. And so for the most part, there's no bullshit and everybody's getting paid.
Yeah.
But I've been involved in songs that were in dispute for 10 years. And like, really? I lost out on all this money because it was just such a nightmare? We just should have had it done in advance. You know, it would have been, for me, it would have been a life-changing song. But I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I didn't have anything figured out at all. Not even a little bit. And so thank God somewhere down the road, I got a little bit of something and it all got worked out, but not how it would have been at the beginning, right? So yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's the Wild West up there.
It is. Yeah. It is kind of. It's still. I think the music industry is one of the least regulated industries in the world, right? And so it is the Wild West. People get away with just about anything. If you signed it, who knows what they put in there? I mean, how many people really? First of all, you said it earlier. I think it was you saying it earlier. And somebody said, one of the guys you were working with, your business partner, just said, "Just get a lawyer. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Just do it."
Oh no, I was saying it about my student.
Oh, your student. Oh,
like,
your business partner. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my mentee. I'm like, yo.
No, I'm not paying for his lawyer. What are you talking about? Edit that.
Right. Never said it. Do you have that in paperwork?
You have that in writing?
Right.
Yeah, no, I was telling him a story a little bit about a student that I used to have. And he started making beats for a lot of these big artists and stuff like that. And it was the same kind of deal with your mentee.
Had a beat pack.
Yeah,
right?
he was just sending them beats. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what? You're just giving away shit? Like, all right. So, yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
No. Oh, I hate when they do that.
Right?
Yep.
And I was like, get a lawyer and someone that specializes in entertainment law too, while you're at it. And then my business partner, he's dating his daughter. It's like, whatever, I'll pay for it. but just get this figured out, you know, because you can't be doing this shit, dude. And it's like you're getting real placements.
But you'll never get paid.
Yeah.
Because there was zero paperwork.
Yep.
Now you're just making a claim.
He's got it figured out now. But it's, again, you know, in the words of Maynard from Tool, you win or you learn.
There you go.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. Yeah, it's funny how Charles got us all talking about relationships now.
Yeah.
We got to do the podcast with Charles too.
So we could do a whole doctor.
Fucking 6-hour block.
Instead of Dr. Phil, it'd be Dr. Charles.
Dr. Charles in the house.
Oh, no, you could have built mine.
That would be epic.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I think to kind of like wrap it up too, do you have like a piece of music that is like super special that you would share with like the audience? Like something that is like a life-changing piece of music for you. It could be something that you made or something that you've heard that inspired you. And I'm sorry for hitting you with the hard questions today.
So, okay, when you asked me to share, you saying like you want me to physically pull out my phone? And
No. Just mention it because we may know it, or I might go back edit this podcast and just be jamming to that song while I'm editing it, you know?
Man, I'll say 2 pieces of music that I really, really, really love is, so one, right? You know how like music, they carry certain memories. You know what I'm saying? Like it gives you a certain feeling. So my daughter that y'all met earlier, I remember when she was a little girl, like she's not still a little, she's 18 now, but when she was like little, she used to always play Michael Jackson's Rock With You. So it just became like our song. And she was my first child. So it was like, I remember, I don't think a lot of men talk about this enough, but you know, I didn't have a hard time connecting, but as a man, see the difference between men and women. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get all philosophical with everything, but I think the difference between men and women are like, so men, the reason why we love our ideas is because we can't birth children, right? But we do birth our ideas. The same way like children are, you know, in a woman's womb for 10 months and she nourishes and she loves and she talks to it and she grooms this child that's growing in her. Men, we are like that with ideas, right? We sit there, we like, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. Like, this is my dream. And this is my passion. And that's why we are the way we are with our ideas. Anywho, said that to say this. When I had my first child, I felt like in a lot of ways, kind of like embarrassed to be super affectionate. You know, like my daughter, like I would wait till like her mom like went in the kitchen and I would like pick her like, oh, I love you so much. When she comes back, it's kind of like, I don't know why. I don't know why I was like that. But I mean, plus I was young. Like I had her when I was like 19, 20 years old. Yeah, so I was still young too, but
I don't want to say how old I was when I had my first kid.
Youngling.
Oh yeah, I was pretty young. 47.
Youngling. I gotta do that. That's a good one, Charles. Youngling. You gotta start calling me little younglings.
Yeah.
Hello, younglings.
Yeah.
So you felt weird about being affectionate
Yeah.
with your kid.
Yeah. So that song was like, I remember one day just picking her up and we was just dancing to it. And we just had like a good time. Her mom was just sitting there. She just like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that song, it just holds like a special like memory for me. You know what I'm saying? She don't even remember it, but for me,
yeah.
I've always, you know, that song is our song. Like if I played it right now, she might be like, Dad, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, it's one more. So Layla Hathaway, she got a song called Angel. I don't know why I love that song so much. But those are like two songs that, well, I remember I used to listen to it at the same time every night. I remember I had a lot going on in life at that time. So those are like two songs that I really feel like they spoke to me in like defining moments for me.
And those songs, because they were defining moments,
Yeah.
like, do you feel like, for me, songs like that for me are like a time machine. Like when I hear that song, it's like it brings me straight back in time to that moment, that experience that gives me that connection to the song, which is crazy in a sense. Because like, I mean, movies kind of do that, right?
Yeah.
Because you see a movie and you remember, I saw the movie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But a song is different.
Yeah.
A song is different, I think, because it's more personal. So you have this one intimate, personal thing with your daughter and that song. And when you hear it now, you're right there, man. You went back in time to that moment.
Yeah.
Movies don't do that as much, I don't think, as songs.
Not anymore. I don't think so.
I mean, maybe they did. So for me, they never did. For me, that's why I'm doing this shit. That's why I'm doing this.
I think they've done it
it's-
for me, but because they had a great soundtrack too.
Hey,
Yeah,
right?
That part too.
Because otherwise, it's fucking silent movies.
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, like the
Right.
one, oh man.
Well, even silent movies had a soundtrack. My bad.
Yeah,
That Seal record?
the
Kiss from
Kiss from a Rose.
Kiss from a Rose?
Yeah,
What? Like, man, what? Like Batman is my number one favorite superhero. Because it's like, yo, he could do anything. He could be doing anything he wants in the world. He's wealthy. All the women love him. You know what I'm saying? But he still
hey,
has
like
a
Sir
lot-
Charles.
Right. He got all the
Batman.
He's Batman.
But it's like he still has enough integrity to every day. This motherfucker goes out and fights for the fucking world. What? Like you going outside getting beat up and like fighting criminals and shit. Like you Bruce Wayne. Like what? But anywho, yeah, like the Seal record. Like when I hear that, I think about like my childhood, because I remember I watched it with my auntie, and it was like my aunt, my mom, my dad. And it was just like, man, that song was just like, I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
me and Charles, we just recycled it. Like, I love that record. Like, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I
love
mean,
it.
most of my favorite songs are attached to some memory,
Yeah.
right? You know, that from when I was young, usually, and I'm like, wow. And it's, like I said, it's a time machine, man. It takes me right back to that spot, and it's not just the remembering having the memory in your mind and flashing back of maybe what took place. It's the feeling that you have. It's the emotional. It's the emotional memory
Yep.
that attaches to a song. I think that is what makes songs so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Which I want to thank you, first of all, for sharing that, because that's why I asked if you wanted to share, because I know like a lot of music can be very personal and come from a vulnerable space. So I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's funny too, like I think one of mine personally from my childhood too is a Seal song, but it was a different album. It was I forget which one, but it's a song called Future Love Paradise. Yeah.
That song.
I highly recommend it. Yeah, Tony Levin is playing bass on it, I'm pretty sure.
With the metal fingers.
I don't know. It's like it's so sick, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, this is to get nerdy here, because this is what we do when we're talking chit.
Talking Chit, man.
Talking nerdy.
Yeah, that was Trevor.
I ain't talking no cheese, nobody's paying.
Yeah, that was Trevor Horn who produced Seal,
Wow, really?
which mixed everything and did everything on an SSL. If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Radio killed the radio star.
Yeah.
Did he produce that? I don't know why I had a flashback of that.
Yes.
Maybe that's why.
And then all the 80s stuff with Yes, and he was even the
But did he do that song?
Seal?
No, video killed the radio star.
Was
Is
it?
that Trevor Horn?
Was
I
he
don't know why.
producer or was he part of the band?
Shit, I don't know.
Because I know
Somebody Google that shit.
Hans Zimmer was part of the band.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hardy.
Oh, Honey.
Wow. Now, how ironic? Really?
Yeah.
How ironic is that? You guys, if you guys don't know who Hans Zimmer is, Google that. 'Cause holy crap!
Yeah.
One of the biggest scoring guys in the world.
In the world. Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, video killed the radio star. What was the name of the band? The Boogaloos?
Boogles or the Bugles?
I don't know.
The Buggles.
The Buggles?
I always like mess up the pronunciation.
I think we're in the ballpark. Point is this.
They're
the
laughing
point
on
is
camera
this,
there.
man.
Y'all got that Chat
this is
GPT
crazy.
over there.
If that shit is true, if he was actually in that band, Video Killed the Radio Star is the first video that ever played on MTV.
yeah.
And hence the title, Video Killed the Radio Star, was the beginning of MTV and video music being the thing that ruled music.
Hey, Britt, can you look that up very quick? Was Trevor Horn in the Buggles or Boogles?
And was was Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer was definitely,
For sure?
yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy. Who then became one of the biggest, film scoring guys.
It's Bugles? It's Bugles.
You sure it's not Buggles?
The Bugle Boys.
Can't be the Bugles. That's a crap name. The Bugles.
Yeah, Trevor Horn.
Trevor Horn.
So Bugles is a terrible name, but really the Bugles.
The Bugle Boys.
It's not the Buggles.
But
It's not the Buttholes. No, those are the Butthole Surfers. Sorry.
the Bungholes?
No, the Butthole Surfers.
Yeah, true. So Trevor Horn, was he the producer or was he a band member?
So it was, I think, bass and vocals.
Okay.
Let me double check.
There you go. That's why that rang a bell.
And then look up too, if you can, who produced Kiss from a Rose.
Okay, but Trevor Horn, bass guitar, lead vocals, songwriter.
Wait.
That was it.
Okay.
And then what else?
Hans Zimmer.
Well, Hans Zimmer was in it for sure. Yeah.
Well, what did he do?
I think he played guitar in it.
What's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
What the hell did he do?
Yep, Trevor Horn, bass and producer.
On Kiss from a Rose, right? Yep.
Look at that alignment.
Yeah.
Shit.
Look at that.
It's crazy. Again, like me.
I don't know. You guys were probably not born. Maybe you were, but
I'm born in 87.
I was.
That's a good year.
I was in high school.
87, baby.
Oh, you was 87 too?
My wife.
When did
is.
that?
Oh, okay.
When did that happen? I don't remember the first year, but it was right around then. But I was in high school, and I was in trouble, so I couldn't go out and party or anything. I was grounded for some reason. I don't know what I'd done, and MTV came on the television, and I don't know how or why randomly, but I happened to catch the very first broadcast.
And it was Jersey Shore.
And I could not stop watching it for like 24 hours. I stayed up all night watching the same videos on loop. That was one of them. It was the first one. And my parents were like, you have to go to sleep. You can't just keep watching this crap over and over. You're watching this. And I was like, I can't stop watching it. It was like
A drug?
crack or something. It was like, what is this? And that was, I mean, apparently I wasn't the only one, right? It was clearly a thing, but I remember the first day of it. It was weird. It's kind of like witnessing some sort of crazy historic moment of the music business, right?
And now it's freaking crazy to think about.
Imagine.
TV doesn't exist anymore.
Well, and imagine.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not in the way it did. It was the primary medium that people consumed music through.
Yeah, well.
For a period of time, right? If you didn't get it from MTV, what the hell
They're
you
done now.
It's not.
Yeah, well, now
Yeah,
then it became reality shows.
No,
shortly
they
after that.
done.
They're done.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Shocker.
Yeah.
Now it's YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. It is the biggest streaming.
But back to
platform
that
in the world.
point, a video killed the radio star. How much shit you watching on YouTube with no video? except for me spinning vinyl.
Yeah.
You can watch a record spin and listen to it. But that's just me being random. But for the most part, if you're not having a visual connection to the song you're listening to, then you're immediately distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Unless you're in a car.
To add to what you said, the biggest streaming platform in the world, it's also the second largest search engine in the world. And
Really?
because it's owned by Google.
So
Yeah. So,
The almighty Google.
and this
Praise
is,
the almighty Google.
yeah, it's like food for thought. Why aren't more musicians on YouTube?
I don't know. I understand that YouTube pays the highest songwriter royalties for performance royalties of all the platforms, from what I understand.
For performance? Yeah, for performance royalties,
Or,
probably.
you know,
Yeah.
whatever you collect as a writer, right? Isn't that performance royalties? You get that as a publisher too? Just a writer? I don't know.
oh
I think maybe Tidal is the highest one.
yeah.
I heard that YouTube was higher than Tidal. No?
Nah, Tidal was like probably like 2,600 per million.
Yeah.
I think.
How far above Tidal, above YouTube, then, for example, would they be? I don't know what any of them pay. To be
So
honest. I just heard YouTube
the
was
interesting
high.
thing about YouTube is that it depends on how you structure your channel too.
That too, because certain categories get paid more.
So here's the interesting thing. If you want to be like a real crazy hacker here, is like you start a finance YouTube channel that the CPMs are like $40 to $50 per 1,000 views. And then you drop an album on the channel. Yeah. But to the point is like, you know, we were talking with Sarah too. It's like, you know, YouTube is probably not only a streaming platform, but it's also a social media platform. And it's the only social media platform that you actually own your audience. Because every other platform is owned by the algorithm that they've pre-established. So even if you follow someone on Instagram, you're not getting what they're posting. If you follow someone on TikTok, you might get lucky and get something, but it's like it's always a curated feed for you.
And YouTube is not?
YouTube isn't. It's still based on your subscriptions. And at the end of the day, they're not feeding you content. You still have to click on it. Yeah. When you go to TikTok or Instagram, it just automatically starts playing. You don't have to make a decision to click on it. You have
Right.
to make a decision on, do I swipe or do I not? Do I stay for 10 seconds or do I leave it, right? YouTube, you have to make a decision. Do I want to click on that video?
No, that's not true.
It starts a preview.
Well, my YouTube, for me, sometimes it's more than that, because I'll notice I'll be, you know, bouncing through music shit. And I will be looking for different things. And then some video will pop up that I didn't request, and it'll just start playing. And if I don't stop it, it'll just keep going.
After
that a
you
preference?
watch the video too? It is a preference to autoplay.
Maybe the
Yeah.
preference
Yeah.
I can check for autoplay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
must have that shit checked, because I was like, more than once I've been like, yeah, this is kind of cool, but I don't really want to hear it.
Yeah.
But it just keeps going. And I noticed, because I've been distracted, and then I'm like, that's still playing.
But it's just interesting food for thought as we navigate, you know, the industry and as it's constantly evolving and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and as we keep on just adding more hats to our collection.
We'll just all be AI. Right? They'll just have our voice, and they'll just talk for us, and we'll all just sit back and go, yeah, that's kind of like me. That's enough. That's good enough. Yeah, I can take that. Oh, no, that's not like me at all. Somebody alter the AI. Crazy. Dude, was it your channel that you and I did something on where we spoke in Spanish and it was translated
Yep.
into English? And I was watching that shit on YouTube somewhere, and I was like, why am I speaking in English?
I'm pretty sure I spoke in
I
Spanish.
was like, I'm pretty sure I spoke in Spanish, but that it totally fooled me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm looking at myself talk and thinking, did I say that? That was weird.
Bizarre.
Yeah, that was bizarre. That kind of like left a mark on me. I've been afraid to do that ever since. Like, I don't know if I'll ever speak on Spanish ever again on the internet, because they'll translate me into English and I'll think it was me.
I'm gonna get you again on the channel. I'm gonna show you some crazy Spanish music. Well, Rush, thanks for taking the time to sit down with us.
Yeah, dude. And thank you for thank you for camping out at Tree Sound. We super appreciate your presence.
Thank you, man.
You know, I mean, honestly, we're going back to the vibe earlier. I feel comforted when I know that you're roaming the halls
Oh, wow.
and hanging out here, man. I'm like, all right, Rush has got my back.
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
Yeah, thank you, man. That means a lot, man. Yeah.
And same here. You made me since day one feel super welcome around
Yeah, like
me and my wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I guess I am all right, man.
heck yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. I'm all right.
Rush, you are a light.
Oh, thank you. See, I'm gonna have to go buy myself something now, man.
Buy me something too.
You're right.
Sweater.com affiliate below.
I'll buy myself something. Or my Cash App is no.
Wait, we're still working at that. It might be Vintage King.
Put it out.
But seriously, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down. I know.
Yeah, it was a good talking shit.
Yeah.
It was kind of lengthy, but I felt like we talked some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like we talked some philosophical shit.
Oh yeah, man. We went into fucking,
You know?
you know, physics and philosophy
And spirituality
and gear,
and music.
music.
And I think what these conversations are all about too. We get to know you through the music you make. We get to know you through the content that we see and all that stuff. But it's like it's very rare that we get to sit down with people and just let's get deep.
Just conversation.
Let's get deep.
Stay tuned for checking shit out, talking chit,
Talking cheat,
chopping cheat up,
chopping
and
cheat,
spinning some cheat.
and spinning cheat now.
We're spinning some vinyl cheat.
Well, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.
Peace.
Talking chit, just talking chit, chit, what are they doing? You never really know, but I'm into it. Talking Chit.